Hey guys, it's me, Crazy Honda Chris at Randy Kuehl Honda in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And here behind me is a brand new 2026 Honda Civic LX. Let's show you all the cool standard features and functions so you're fully aware from the get-go. Let's get going. All right, so here we are on the outside of the vehicle. Now, as usual, we're gonna walk up to the window sticker. You guys are welcome to pause the video right about there if you want to explore your own. You can see it's a 2026 Honda Civic LX. This is gonna be a four-door sedan. On the top right-hand corner, it talks about the fuel economy. You got 32 for the city, 41 for the highway with a combined of 36. Down on the right-hand corner, it usually talks about safety ratings, but right now it says to be rated. You'll find more information as time goes on the window stickers, or you can find it online. Now, 55% of the parts are US and Canadian made, as you can see right there. The price point, depending on the color, you may have a small price adjustment depending on the color, and then also reflect on the window sticker down below. Now, here's the list of the standard features and functions, which we're going to cover today just for you. Comes standard with 2 key fobs. Come towards front of the vehicle, we're going to have all of your Honda sensing features standard. Safety is pretty much his middle name. You got lane keep assist, adaptive cruise, forward collision, and road departure with traffic jam assist. We're going to have LED lights, so that means your headlights, tail lights, and daytime running lights, all going to be LED. Wipers are right underneath the hood line, makes it a nice clean slate look. We'll come right over here off to the side. We'll check out those steel rims with covers on them. And then we'll take a step back here for a side profile of the vehicle. I'll throw some exterior measurements up there so you see how it compares to other cars out there in the market. How does it compare to your current one? We'll fill in the garage. Let us know down below in the comments. Now, cosmetics, we got a little chrome action above the windows, body colored handles, and side mirror. Nice little black finish towards the center and below the windows. These mirrors are going to be a breakaway. If you bump them, you need to fold them in. Quick and easy, painless, nice. Gas door unlocks when the car is unlocked. Just simply boop, pops right open. There we go. Capless gas tank, slide and go. Shut it, hit the lock, and then it's all locked up. Now we'll take a step back here. Once again, you got those LED taillights. Just makes a bold statement for you. Badge of honor right over there. You got the Civic, nice little chromed out Civic. We have a multi-angle rear camera that comes standard on the trunk. You're gonna have a trunk release button right here on the fob. There's your camera, license plate light. You have a nice padding going on, insulation back here. That's important, so if you have any passengers in the back, it reduces the road noise or anything jumping around back here. Carpet mats come standard. There's your spare tire with your tools for those unforeseen emergency situations, right? Lever to bring down the bench seat. I'll throw some interior measurements up there before we dive in so you can see how much room is in there for your friends, pet, cargo, whoever's brave enough to tag along. Challenge accepted, and let's go. Cloth, armrests, power windows, cubby space down below, cloth interior. For those that have car seats, you can find where the anchors are. Pretty nice and easy. Let's see if I can reach in here. There we go. For car seats, set it all up. Plenty of airbags throughout the whole vehicle. As you see right now, we have all-season mats in here. Honda all-season mats. They don't come with it. We can't throw it in there automatically. Majority of people buy them already with cars here in Iowa. So yeah, that's pretty much the back seat. Not much to brag about. Back seat, jump in, tag along, right? Oh, it's starting to rain. Now, I do love the placement of the side mirrors, how they're down on the door, so then the A-pillar opens up your visibility quite a bit. You guys will notice that as you take it out for a test drive. Cloth, power windows, power locks, mirror selector, left and right. Adjust your mirror as you see fit with the D-pad right there. Cubby space down below, trunk release, seats, pump action, raise up, pump down to lower, recline, squeeze bar to get you forward and back, pedals to A to B, hood release, wraps right around, pull that right towards you. Under the hood, we have a 2.0 non-turbo 4-cylinder with 150 horsepower with a CVT. I'll throw some horsepower and torque up there so you know what you're playing around with. Common courtesy things you do maybe by yourself is checking the washer fluid, blue cap, dipstick is a nice bright orange, oil cap right up there, coolant cap right here, battery easy exposed. If you ever need to clean it, swap it, jump start someone, get jumped, who knows what's going on, there we go. Brake fluid, fuse box, anything else besides that, I'm calling someone, maybe your local Honda service center with those more advanced questions, maintenance, routines, whatever's going on from that point. But let's do one more look over for those that have the capabilities and the skill set, the tools to work on your own car. Let's jump up front in the driver's seat now. All right, so now we're in the driver's seat, and this is where all the fun begins for the inside. First steps, make sure you have the key fob with you. It could be in your pocket, purse, jacket, up in the tray. You get the point to somewhere in the vehicle. Now to turn this on, all you have to do is apply onto the brake pedal. As you're applying onto the brake, hit the push button start. We're on and running. Over here on the left-hand side of the wheel, we got a button. That's going to be for your vehicle stability assist. It's not a tap, it's a tap and hold. Turns off your vehicle stability assist or your traction control, whatever you want to call it. Now to turn it back on, it's a tap and hold, and then boom, light's gone, so now everything's looking good. You got a little wheel right here to allow you to adjust the brightness of your driver's interface screen. Your release is going to be over here on the left hand side. Pull it down. Now you can push this and pull it out, down and up. You guys get the point, then lock it right back in place. Let's honk the horn in 3, 2, 1. That's what the horn sounds like. Now, all of your Honda sensing features are going to be over here on the right hand side. Let's talk about the controls. You got your cruise and adaptive cruise with this and this button here. So when you select that, it makes it available. You can see right now it is standard cruise, because adaptive cruise is going to look like this with the car in front of it. So that's adaptive cruise control. Now, as you're driving down the road to set your cruise control, you got a little toggle switch right here, toggle down, and puts it in place. And then you can adjust your speeds by tapping singly or tap and hold, or adjust it by 5 miles per hour. So quick and easy, right? Now, when you have adaptive cruise control, that's this, and you select this button right here, this will allow you to select the distance between you and the car in front of you, okay? More lines means further away, less lines means closer. So pretty easy, straightforward, right, for the distance from that point. Now, when it's actively working, it goes from white to green to let you know, hey, your cruise control is actively working, your adaptive cruise. When you're going down the road, a car gets in a range, it will slow you down. So for example, let's say you're going 55 miles an hour, the car in front of you is going 50, finds a car in range, beeps at you, you can turn that on or off. It slows you down to maintain that distance that you have set. Once the car gets out of range, whoosh, you speed back up to your cruise control speed. Now, some people like it, some people don't. My wife, she loves the adaptive cruise control. Me, I fall asleep at the wheel, you know what I mean? Now to switch between adaptive cruise and cruise, remember this button right here? They're tapping. So tap, let's say if you hold it down a little too long, boom, it switches. And switches just like that, okay? Now over here is gonna be for your lane keep assist and traffic jam assist. So when you're driving down the road, you go over your lane a little bit, beep, 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 beep. You can turn that on or off, and that brings you back and puts you back in the center of your lane. So traffic jam assist works between 25 to 45, while lane keep assist works between 45 to 90 miles an hour. So when you select that, you get a matching icon up there. When it's actively working, it goes from white to green to give you a visual confirmation I'm doing my job. Boom, that's your safety features right there. So you got your wipers, you got your lights, turning indicators, quick and easy, not super loud or annoying. Voice command, you'd be like, hey, call Crazy Honda Chris. You can switch between your radio station, sources, volume controls, and then you can back out through all the whole menu there. You got the little wheel action here, scroll up and down throughout that menu. Before we dive too much into that, let's talk about the layout of the driver's interface screen. You got speed, digital speed, you got your traffic sign right there at 40 miles an hour. 3 miles on the vehicle, we're in park, we're looking at the gas tank, we're not looking at the little red dot, we're looking at the bars down here like Hershey's. Yeah, full tank of gas, okay? Time right now, 5:44. That's it. You guys are probably, hey, where's my temperature gauge? It's a light. The video is showing you guys that too as well. Check that out, okay? So now let's talk about the little wheel I'm going to use the wheel action down here, and I'm pushing in to select things. I'm hitting home to back out. First one's going to be range and fuel. So right now, based on 4.6 miles for average fuel economy, sorry, we got based on 3 miles, we got 4.6 miles per gallon. This thing probably sits here and just idle, as you guys probably noticed. We can go a range of 398. Now yours may be higher or lower depending on your driving habits and condition. So let's imagine winter driving is always worse fuel economy versus hot climate driving, okay? From that point, flat land versus hilly land. You guys get the point. Maybe you're heavier on the gas than I am. So there's a lot of variables that affects your fuel economy. You're driving with the econ mode on. There we go. We won't get too much more into that. You have a graph right here from 0 to 90. It's going to show you a lifetime feed where you're getting for a fuel economy. When you're being fuel efficient, you'll get a nice little green bar up there to let you know, like golden sticker, good job, you're leveling up. And then when you're not being fuel efficient, it won't be no green bar there. Now to reset your trip A and B, you simply scroll, as you can see, with the wheel, goes down to B. Now to reset it, you just push in the wheel and you hit reset. Now hit the home button and back out. Speed and time. I haven't found anyone to play around with this yet, but if you want to, you can. Driver attention monitoring system. So pretty much the car knows the difference between you doing a bad job at driving or the wind blowing you around, right? So for safety, probably want this on, and when you get a 1 bar, it's telling you to pull over. It will give you an audible sound to tell you to pull over too as well if you're doing pretty bad. Seatbelt, so you can see who's sitting where and not wearing a seatbelt, or maybe if the seatbelt is plugged in. Boom, plugged in. Unplugged. Pretty nice, quick, and responsive. Go down to maintenance. I do have a video that's going to show you guys what code A, B, 1 through 7, what those mean, all that good jazz. Definitely encourage you to check that video out so you can plan your maintenance accordingly. Safety support. As you scroll down, you can turn off your road departure and your forward collision. Pushing on the wheel. That's what we're doing, the wheel action. Now as I turn everything off, you can see this icon was all green. Now it's all gray because everything's off, and if some of the stuff is on and off, you see the color. Pretty easy to connect. No content, so if I want to switch my speed distance from miles per hour to kilometers, click and hold on the wheel. There we go. Now we got vehicle settings. This is where you can go to customize all of your vehicle settings, reset your tire pressure. Do you want all the beeps, none of the beeps, cosmetic stuff that you can see on displaying on here? I'll have a video on that for you guys. It's probably going to be about 15 to 20 minute video, okay? Now gauge display. If I want to hide a couple items, you can. So maybe I don't use the driver's attention or speed and time. I can unselect it. It won't display up there. Warnings like you turn in indicate, like your door is left open, or maybe the gas door is left, open. Low fuel warnings. You guys get the point for warnings, right? And there we are. Let's back up. Let's take a look for adjustable vents. You get yours way over there. Thumb to index. These are pretty massive. We'll argue about these. You get your hazard lights if you ever need them. And then we got this one here. These tabs are nice little directional way to adjust where you want the fan, the air to blow. Open, close, open. I like them open. I like things cold, even when it's cold. Now we're going to go up here to the nice touch screen. So you got your radio controls, simply volume from that point. Oh, click and hold. There we go. Radio. Now to switch between radio stuff like that, you just select radio. You got FM, AM. Now to find a radio station is going to be quick and easy. You can do the little scroll right here, or you can push in on that, and then you can scroll as you see fit from there. Select what you want. To save a radio station is just click and hold. It's dramatic. Boom, done. You can pair up a phone. The only one would be a priority. That will receive the incoming and make the outgoing calls. Media control, as you can see, is USB plug-in. Bluetooth capabilities. You're going to have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You have to plug and play for that one. So it takes your Apple Maps, Google Maps, displays it right up here with other compatible apps. All right. So that's going to be simply as kind of skip between your radio stations. Pretty quick and easy. You got a menu button right over here. So scroll a couple things, adjust your clocks, touch sensitivity, some other things you see throughout this thing. Time's right up top. We'll come right down here. Climate control. Great thing about this is I'm playing around with this. You can see here and there. Same with all the fan speed, the different modes, everything you're selecting. So when you're driving down the road, you don't have to be like, you can just whoop and play around with the knobs. So I like that. So climate control, once again, off, on, fan speed, different modes. I love the little clickety clacks of the buttons that feel nice from that point. Air circulation, front defroster, rear defroster, AC mode, a couple USB-Cs, 12-volt plug-in, and then a deep tray here so I can hide a couple phones, quarters. You have a nice texture going on right here, cup holders, and then of course we got the shifter. So when you go into reverse, look at that, the light's on from there. So when you go into reverse, your multi-angle camera automatically displays. You have a nice 180 view, catches more of your blind spot. That's pretty much right there parallel with the other cars next to us. So that's crazy. Look at that new Boost Blue HRV out there. New color for this year, 2026. I love it. Anyways, you got guidelines, see how close you're getting. More of a right behind you view than a straight down shot from your rear bumper view. So that's the bumper from the car behind us, and that's our bumper from that point. It's great for parallel parking. Then of course, as you turn, that turns to let you know where you're at. We're going to have neutral, drive, S modes. Could be a nice little fun acceleration. L for low gear drive, so when you go up steep hills, mountains, stuff like that. You have an Econ button. When you smack Econ, you get a beautiful green leaf up there to let you know you're in Econ mode. Econ mode is going to sacrifice acceleration power, AC power to give you better highway fuel economy. You can keep it on all the time. It's just not as effective for your city driving because of the stop and go. Just get to speed, hit your cruise control, smack that button. You may see anywhere from 2 to 4 more miles per gallon difference depending on your driving habits and condition. All right. Idle stop comes standard. I know there's a lot of mixed feelings out there, guys. I get it. I've been hearing it now for about 5 years. So with idle stop, for those that know what it is, simply is every time you get to a complete stop, if the car meets its requirement, like for temperature in here, the engine's good, stuff like that. When you put your foot down on the brake, when the vehicle's in drive, the vehicle has to be in drive. It shuts off the engine while your foot's on the brake pedal. So the whole point about this is about being fuel emission awareness from that point. And then as soon as you take your foot off the brake, whoop, and then before you apply onto the gas, it starts right up before you apply. Okay. So if you don't like it, hey, you have a button here to turn it off every time you get into the vehicle. Electrical parking brake is a pull up towards you. You got the little red light there to let you know it's on. Brake is on right up there too as well. To turn this off, someone can't accidentally smack some buttons around, right? You have to apply onto the brake pedal and then push that down and in. Hold brake is a nice way. If your seatbelt is plugged in, you can smack that. Anytime you get to a complete stop where you're driving, the vehicle's in drive, it holds the brake pedal down for you until you apply into the gas pedal. So play around with that in an empty parking lot a little bit. Armrests. Oh, we got a little tray here so I can hide my quarters. And if I want to hide it a little better, because my son's peeking from the back seat looking for quarters for pool night, I don't think so, buddy. We got a little deep tray here. I can hide all my snacks, my pool night money from the kiddo. Well, he's probably just watching the video, so now he knows where I hide everything at. We're going to have a glove box. Deep enough, challenge accepted. You forget about what's in there. I know I do every day. I do like the pattern on these cloth seats. I think I forgot to mention that, shown that to you guys. So the front seats look pretty nice. We'll come up here. Map lights, quick and easy. Adjustable visors. To put it in the centers. Now if I open up the door, the light will come on, off. And there it is, guys. That's going to be the 2026 Honda Civic LX. If you guys found this video helpful, I am a small channel, so do me a huge favor, 30 seconds, hit the like, subscribe, say hello to me the next time you're here at Randy Kuehl Honda Service Department. Who knows, I'm everywhere. Might be in sales, service, parts department. I'm just doing a lot of cross training and helping you guys out with these videos, okay? I'll see you guys at your next visit. Bye-bye.